Do you feel like your family history is done and you don't know how to contribute to your tree? I'll show you one of my favorite tools that will help you find something to do. Hello, welcome to Give, genealogy instructional videos for everyone. In this video I'll show you one of my favorite tools called Puzzilla. But at the end of the video I'll show you some things I failed to mention in my last video that are some helpful tips when you're navigating your family trees. But first, let's sign in. And like magic, it brings up your tree. One thing I like about this one is it allows you to see different family relationships that you couldn't as easily see in the other tree. Another thing to be aware of is you could have more generations shown in Puzzilla than you can on FamilySearch.org. So let's see if we could do 12. It'll probably crash the website, but let's just see what happens. It's too powerful. Well, by some miracle it came up about a minute later. But yeah, let's see what there is to see here. Well, you can see a couple gaps in the tree, but yeah, you can see that my tree is still pretty thoroughly researched. If you're just wanting to see if there's some gaps in your tree though, this is a good way to quickly be able to see that. I'm going to go back to 6 generations. With my family, I have a lot of pioneer ancestors, and generally if you're just researching their descendants, you're not going to find hardly anything to do because so many people have researched them. So generally go like 1 generation past that and you're likely to find something. With my tree, if it doesn't say Utah, that's usually a good sign. So let's go here. And after you click on descendants, yeah, the circular chart comes up. A few things to be aware of on it. The middle person is the one that you just selected. The yellow line shows how you are related to that person. The dots directly around the center are the children of that ancestor. And the lines that continue to go down are the children of that person's children. So the children, grandchildren, and so forth. One thing also to be aware of is the blue dots are the men, and I think this is red or pink, but those are the women. When it has this, on the left it has a key that says if they died under the age of 16, they have these yellow dots by them. So that means that they probably didn't have children. And then there's the born at less than 110 years ago. So that gives you an idea if you could do temple work for them, and also if they might still be alive. So just good to be aware of those things. When I'm trying to find something to do on this, I try to find lines that just end suddenly. And I also like to usually find men, as they're a little easier to research since their name doesn't change at marriage. Let's see, this one has 3 sons. That looks like something easy to do, and statistically, I think at least one of them would have a family. So they also have vague information. 2 of them don't have death dates, and they don't have middle names either. So I think that's something we could easily do. So just click on them and then go to View in Family Tree. And looking here, there's 2 sources attached. With the other children, it looks like he has 10 but no death date, so I think we could still do more research there. He also has 2 sources attached, so anyways, yeah, I think one of these definitely has a family. We could probably do a lot more research there. I'll now show you the stuff I was talking about at the beginning, some useful tips when navigating your family tree on Family Search. I'll start with the fan chart. When you're on the fan chart and you're like trying to see how you're related to Adam and you've just gone too far back and you've gotten to the point you kind of just want to go back to yourself, there's a fast way to do that I wish I would have known about earlier. If you just click on the house here, it goes back to you as the primary person. So just a good tip to know. When it comes to the descendancy view, if you want to go a generation beyond what they have here, you can click expand, and you could go 1 or 2 generations further back to have that be the primary person. If you want to make one of these other people the primary person, you could just click on them and then click tree, and then they'll become the primary person now for the descendancy view. Anyways, thank you for watching.